Welcome back, everyone. It is time for Your Healthy Home with Bob Oliver from Bob Oliver Heating and Cooling. Today we're talking about something that is very dangerous, and it's hard for us to detect on our own, so we need an expert to come in. It is radon, and this sounds like it's a big issue in Iowa, Bob.
It is. Iowa has the highest concentration of radon levels in the United States, so
Okay.
it's a big issue for everyone. About everyone's going to find that they have radon in their home. It's just how much do they have.
Okay, so we have it. Just want to know where those levels are. Where does it come from?
Well, you know, actually what it is the decaying of uranium in the soil, which we'd like to call radioactive gas. So it's part of our ground soil, and what, you know, happens when we have a home, of course, that soil's underneath it, so it's going to come up through and get into our airstream, and that's where we care about people's health.
Right, and this can lead to some big problems, some serious things that nobody wants to deal with. Why is it dangerous?
Well, it's very dangerous. It's been tracked into cancer, especially when you have smokers. You're encapsulating that in the lungs. We're talking about deteriorating your lung tissue is what it's doing.
Okay.
That's what that radioactive gas is doing. So having your home tested is very important. Nowadays, a lot of times when you're purchasing your home, that's a mandatory thing. But people that are living in their home, they may not know. There's no real symptoms to show.
Okay.
Except for the deterioration of the lung tissue, which can over time.
So how do we know? I mean, we call you in and you do a test?
Yes, actually just call Bob Oliver, at our number, 277-1696.
Yep.
And we can come out and we can take and leave a test kit there, and then we'll take it into the testing facility. You need to make sure we're sending those into the certified areas that can test that, and then we'll come back with a test and find out how large of a radon issue you have, and then we can go into the solutions for that.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about those solutions, because it seems like it would be a huge problem. Is it big to fix?
It can be somewhat of it's not a very costly when it comes to keeping your healthy home and the investment you have in your home. I guess when it gets into the different types of solutions, a lot of times we either have a home that has crawl spaces, which can be dealt with differently than a home with a full basement. So they're all a little different, whether they're new or old.
Okay.
But there are different solutions to take care of that. It just really determines on what type of a building structure you have.
And how often would you recommend we test our homes?
That's something I would say you do it once and you're very good with it.
Okay.
There's no real testing pattern beyond that. It's the main thing to get on board with what kind of a radiation level you have with that radon, and then going from there. I would say maybe it's not bad to test it every 5 years.
So we do get a good length of time there for peace of mind.
Yep.
Well, that is certainly good to know. All these things that, we need to remember to keep our homes healthy.
It's important to have a healthy home.
Sure is. All right, Bob, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate your time, and Bob will be back next week with more ideas on how to have healthy air in your home. And in the meantime, if you have some questions, you can call Bob Oliver Heating and Cooling. The number's on your screen, or go to the website as well. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.